All right, so hey, people of God, this is Rashana B back with On My Way Up movement, and I'm back with an awesome word. You guys, excuse my shirt. I got my work shirt. I took it off because I didn't want to get it dirty. I'm on my lunch break. I'm in my car. It's hot, so excuse me. But anyway, I wanted to tap in with you guys about something because the Lord reminded me about something in my spirit. You guys, I want you to know that these people or this person that's in your life that is actively pursuing you, like trying so hard to get with you, to have to go on a date with you, to be your friend, like, and you keep kind of pushing this person off. They're like, no, for whatever your reasons may be, and you don't know why, but you can tell in your spirit that they're ill motivated because they're just trying too hard. You're right. You're right. And I want to share with you all an example. A couple of years ago, I had this certain job. And the supervisor there, he had liked me. He had asked me out on a lunch date, and I had told him no. Now, I didn't tell him the truth on why I said no. I told him that I had a boyfriend when really I didn't. But I had learned from past experiences that that was a safer way of rejecting, my supervisor or management. Because if I was just to flat out say no, they will continue to pursue and be persistent. So I found that saying that I have a boyfriend works better. So I told him that. And then along with that, it kind of, softens the blow, as far as rejection, them feeling rejected. It's not like I'm specifically saying no because it's something wrong with them. I'm just already involved. So this is why that's something that I use a lot when I'm at work, especially when it comes to my, top management or supervisor or whatever the case may be. And so I told him that I had a boyfriend. And so he came back later on and he was like, why'd you shut me down like that? And I was like, what? I was like, I have a boyfriend. He was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I won't lie. Maybe if I was single, I think you're attractive, maybe I will go out on a date with you, but, I'm involved and, I'm really crazy about my boyfriend. And so move on. So I thought, well, over the course of the couple of years that I was there, this dude attraction never subsided. It stuck out to me because I've worked with people who have been attracted to me, and eventually they kind of get over the attraction. They kind of, get used to working with me and being around me. But with this guy, it heightened more and more every day to the point where he was like setting certain things up so that I would have to work closer to him. He was actually moving people away from me or from around me that he felt like I might take an interest to. He was actually like positioning himself in a way at our workplace that he could look at me without not me noticing that he's looking at me, but I could see him looking at me, but I would play it off like I didn't. And he would go through these different phases of hate and infatuation where he would literally like try to double my workload, make things harder for me, group meetings and stuff. He would kind of like embarrass me, or he would try to embarrass me, or he would disregard me raising my hand, ignore my question or my statement, and then it would be times that he would come to me and want to, offer overtime and, maybe lighten my workload. And, this dude was completely inconsistent and erratic. And it was times that it had gotten so crazy that the Holy Spirit, when I would be up in the wee hours of the night in the morning for my prayer, that the Holy Spirit would say, okay, be prepared because he's going to come at you this morning. And literally the first thing in the morning, he would come straight for me, yelling, screaming. I mean, this dude was crazy, right? And so, like I said, what stood out to me about this guy was that his attraction never subsided. It worsened. It heightened to a point where I had to go to God. I'm like, God, no, something is weird about this. This dude is after me too hard, and I could look at it from a natural standpoint and say he kept doing it because of the fact he couldn't have me. And they say that, human nature is to want what you can't have, or that a man always want what he can't have. But it was something else about it that the Holy Spirit was prompting me to pray about it. And so I prayed about it, and the Holy Spirit said, he's on assignment. He doesn't know it, but he's on assignment. Now, I want to give you a little backdrop about myself. Relationships have always been a weakness for me. Lust has always been a problem for me. Like, that was the one right there that would always beset me, entangle me in the form of a relationship, all the time. Like, I look back on my life and I can see where my life was literally just advancing, progressing, just going up, 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 up. And then I will fall into the snare of lust and my life will go down, 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 down. God revealed this to me a couple of years ago about how this was affecting my life. Lust was. So the enemy knows that about me. And so that was why this guy was assigned to me to ensnare me and to trap me. And so God had given me the specific tactics to stay away from this, to abstain from it. This was when I had already started, my journey of abstinence. And so this guy was attractive. He actually was. He was really handsome. But the Holy Spirit told me, don't entertain him. Do not flirt with him. Do not entertain him at all. Do not do anything outside of work with this guy. Even when there's group luncheons, do not attend. I mean, like, the Holy Spirit had me putting up boundaries around me as though like it was Fort Knox. Like, this dude could not get in. It would be potlucks. I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't even attend. They would go after work, to eat or have drinks. I wouldn't go. The Holy Spirit was really, really, really guiding me, through this, right? Because the Holy Spirit was letting me know that the enemy is trying to lock me back down again. And this guy was on assignment. This is why he was after me the way he was. He didn't know that it was spiritual. And so I've had females that have tried so hard to get close to me. You guys, I had a female co-worker that literally watched me all the time. She couldn't even work because she was watching me. She would try to literally emulate me. I mean, like my nail style, lash style, the way I dressed, to the point where people were actually coming to me and saying, she's crazy. Have you noticed what she's doing? Have you noticed how she's acting? She's never done that before. She's only doing that because of you. I didn't know that because I had just got there, to the company. But people were coming to me and telling me about this. I noticed how she watched me a lot. And I would notice, how she always felt like she needed to know where I was all the time. So one morning she got upset. I had came in and I guess came in through another way and she didn't know I was there. So when she got to my area, she was like, I didn't even know you were here. Why didn't you tell me you were here? And that right there just set me off. I mean, it literally was like the giveaway that something was not right about this girl. And that she had this, she was literally like trying to control me in her own way. And she felt like she needed to know what I was doing at all times. She was always trying to get into my private life, trying to know personal things about me that I would never disclose. She would even just pour out a lot of information about herself. And I was like, why would she tell me that? She don't even know me like that. But the Holy Spirit prompted me. She's trying to get you to do the same thing that she's doing. So I would never give her a way in. She was another one that wanted to hang out. She wanted to talk on the phone after work. But I told her, oh, no, I keep it pretty, pretty private. My private life is my private life and my work life is my work life. She wanted to go hang out and eat and have drinks and stuff. And I'm like, oh, no, I got to get to the house. I have 2 small children. So I was like just kind of, pushing this girl back. Eventually, you guys, she got so angry to where now she started sabotaging me at work. Again, she had a monitoring spirit. Her assignment was to try to find a way in. See, when you're living a consecrated life, when you're being steadfast and faithful to God, it actually puts a hedge around you, whether you realize it or not. I mean, that's your firewall, that's your protection. And so the enemy assigns people to break through that, because the enemy wants to take you down. He wants to take you off course. And so he'll send you these persistent, weirdo type of people in your life that are just trying and trying and trying. And for those of us who have a thing with vanity and pride, it inflates us. It makes us feel like, oh, he just want me like that. Oh, she just like me like that. Oh, girl, she just, always trying to be in my face, want to be my friend. But you don't understand that it's deeper than that. It's not even about your ego. It's about your spiritual life. It is about them trying to find a way in so that the enemy can attack you. Their persistence is not natural. In some cases, it's not natural. And you will know when it's not natural, because you'll kind of be like, okay, this is getting a little weird. She's getting a little weird. When the girl kept coming to me and they had even promoted her to where she was working in a different area. She was literally you guys, it was weird. She was breaking her neck to be around me in the mornings. Like, let's say I was late, got caught up in traffic or the weather or something, right? She would literally wait in her car for me to get there and be late right alongside me. And I'm like, what? So it was weird stuff like that, and God got me through that. He revealed to me, these people are on assignment. There are people, you guys, that are assigned to your life. This is why in some cases you have certain men that can't sleep, can't rest until they have you, because their assignment is to defile you. Okay, stalkers aren't just stalkers on a natural psychological level. That's spiritual. That's spiritual. People that are stalking you, people that are just really, really aggressive and super nosy, these people are on assignment. And the way that you will know is because what they're doing is on 100. Like, it's over the top, it's extra. You're getting the feeling that it's not purely intended, that they have some type of motive, because that's how they're going to operate. Okay? Because they're on assignment. They got spirits whispering to them at night to get you to partake of what they got going on, to get you to go out with them, to get you to date them, to get you to sleep with them. There are spirits that are telling them what to say and what to do. This is how so many of us get caught up in these crazy relationships or even friendships. The person seems so perfect, like just your soulmate, like your best friend in the whole wide world. Like you two are just two peas in a pod, yin and yang. And it is because they were given tactics from the enemy to do just the right stuff to break down your defenses to get into your life. Don't let these persistent people inflate your ego and appeal to your vanity, because they'll do that. They'll fill you up and pump you up, pander you with all kind of compliments. I mean, they'll literally... If I was a woman who needed external validation, if I was a woman who fed off of the crowd and popularity, this young lady would have gotten in. She would have been able to get in. I would have not been able to see from a spiritual standpoint. I wouldn't have even had the wisdom to know that this was weird. It would have just immediately stroked my ego that she just wanted to be my friend so bad, because she literally followed me around like I was a superstar. And I'm like, what is going on here? And at first I thought, oh, she's just young, but no, this little girl was weird. And the reason why I know, because she got so mad. She got so mad that morning when she didn't know that I had made it into the office. That was when I knew. I was like, okay. And I started falling back from her. I started kind of just, look, I already was really private. I already, had a lot of boundaries up, but I just flat out just stopped even being in her presence, after that, and I just want you all to be laced up. These are the end times, you guys, and the enemy is going to try all kind of stuff because his time is short. He's going to try to do all kind of things, and the thing is that the weaknesses within us are a lot of the times how the enemy is able to get into our life and attack us. You know, if you're a person of pride and vanity and ego, you are a person that will fall into monitoring spirits and people who are satanically assigned to destroy your life. I remember when the Holy Spirit revealed to me that my supervisor, that guy, was on assignment. He wanted to defile me. He literally wanted to take away my abstinence and my purity. You guys, I remember somebody else came into my life. Somebody else came into my life from the past, and we seemed really, really click. Like, we got along really, really well. She knew me really well, you know, and she was really, really helpful. And it was at a time that I was really, 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 you know, struggling, you know, financially with my kids. And she came into my life, and she was like super duper helpful, and she was just, she appeared to be a blessing. But then I started noticing how she was trying so hard to be perfect. And I'm like, why is she not just being herself? Like, why is she trying so hard to do everything that she thinks that I want and I like? Like, why? You know, she was controlling. She was real big about her having my location. And I'm like, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it got weird. It got weird. It was like, okay, I don't know if we're just friends, or you got a thing for me, or what. But let me tell you something. I started fasting and I started praying about the situation, and the Holy Spirit told me, she's gonna tap out, she's gonna fall off, because she realized that what she came to do, she's not gonna be able to do it. She's about to start getting frustrated and showing you her real intentions. And she did. And she did. So I want you to understand that you got people in your life who are doing everything that seems to be right. She seems to be perfect. He's pursuing you. Women, we love to be pursued. We love to feel wanted, okay? And he's doing all of that, and he's coming on super, super, super duper strong. Old girl wants to be your friend. She's complimenting you, telling you that she loves your style, the way you dress, and she's emulating you, and you're liking all that. But what you don't understand is that they're satanically assigned to destroy you, to get into your life, and in some kind of way allow the enemy in to steal, kill, and destroy. They're the ones, they're the forerunners that the enemy is loosing into your life, looking for you to break down your defenses. Let me tell y'all something. I just did a video on this the other day. When old girl that came into my life and I thought that we were the best of friends, you guys, do you know that for the whole month of December that I did not pray? I didn't even realize it. I wasn't even praying. Do you know right after that, I lost my job? Do you know that right after that, there was a series of just joblessness and just me not knowing what I'm going to do, but God was with me. But had I not fell into that counterfeit friendship and allowed her to break down my defenses and distract me, I would have been prepared for that job loss. Maybe I would not have even lost the job. But that was a way in for the enemy to attack my life. This is why it is good for you to live a consecrated life. A life of purity and cleanliness. Because, and I'm talking about in a spiritual sense, because the enemy is always looking for kinks in your armor, weaknesses. He uses people, he uses places, he uses things. So be careful with these people who are in active pursuit and so persistent and trying so hard and running you down, want to be in your company, want to be in your presence. Don't let that appeal to your vanity. You need to pray about that. Because I promise you, they have an ill motive, an ill intention for you. So people of God, I hope that this word blesses you. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me what you all think about my content, and I'll be back with another word.